Okay, so here it is, New Testament number 22, and yeah, just have to wait for 23 when that comes out, and I'll just look at that. But for now, yeah, so far just been looking at these New Testaments, going from what 545, her making that contract with Accelerator, learning that magic, and then what was it, Samuel, yeah, coming back, technically coming back to life there, going against Alister. And yeah, just lots of different things going on. Yeah, going to different locations other than Academy City. So yeah, and I like that too. Yeah, especially just don't be in the main area. Sometimes actually go other places in the world. I like that in anime or manga, whatever it is. Yeah, go somewhere different, and yeah, let's just see how. Well, yeah, the author draws it. See how much he knows about the area and maybe their religion or something. Common practices they do, whatever, right? Food that they eat, just something simple as that. This is usually what I like to see. But yeah, here we go, number 22, and let's see, Touma's last stand to save the world. Okay, I think I saw Coronzon in the video too. So yeah, let's see how this is gonna go. See if we sort of defeat her. Oh yeah, and then we did find out that what was it? She wasn't, I think, Alister's second daughter or something. Yeah, it was like 5 years apart. So yeah, there's no way that that was working out there. But other than that, I'm gonna start this up here. Hope you guys will enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let's just get this reaction started.
The climax of New Testament's Coronzon arc is finally here, and it's completely insane.
Oh, okay, got some fan animation.
Sacrificed a baby. Coronzon teaches Hamazura about demonic menstrual cycles. Accelerator competes with Goku for power-ups with a new color.
Okay, yeah.
Alister meets his demise. Let's begin. Touma is face to face with Coronzon, the demonic archbishop, free from her contract with Mavis, and he attempts to stop her with his magic negating Imagine Breaker in his right hand. But against a godlike flaming sword spell, Touma gets his ass smoked as he's reduced to a bloody turd. Somehow he's still alive, and I have no idea how. Accelerator enters the fray with terrible timing as his man crush just got eviscerated. And for some reason, he's doing an average white dad's impression of a rapper. No wonder Lil Uzi likes him. Coronzon gets annoyed and attempts to use the magic flaming sword of doom again, but it's repelled as Accelerator has a demon waifu feeding him with magic knowledge or something. Doesn't matter though, as Coronzon hurts Accelerator's insides, which ignores his shield, so he retreats. Coronzon now decides to begin her evil plan of destroying literally everything. Earth, the universe, the multiverse, and even herself.
All of that, what?
Resetting apparently.
Oh yeah, need to
Instead
reset.
of collecting stones, Coronzon goes inside Edinburgh Castle to gather a set of spiritual items known as the Honours of Scotland for her apocalyptic magic ritual known as the Ceremony of Mo Affair. Turns out Hamazura is there to NTR his girlfriend Takitsubo to serve Coronzon and makes himself liable for a domestic violence lawsuit as he proves his loyalty by punching Takitsubo in the face. Hamman isn't doing this because he's trying to save his own ass and is a massive simp for demon waifus. He's willing to serve Coronzon, and in return, she's going to teach him how to revive Dion Fortune, the cute walking, talking magical book in humanoid form that died in the previous volume. God, you gotta feel sorry for Takitsubo being shafted for these two. Back to Touma as Alister,
I know, a literal book.
and Chocobo
Like, bro,
are on hand to try and save his life. But they need to cut off his hand or what's left of it.
Wow.
To use Jesus' healing magic, otherwise
Okay.
the Magic Breaker will just end up negating it. It eventually works, and Touma is alive, but his arm is no longer growing back, so he's pretty much powerless. For now. Oh, and Shokuho decides to keep Touma's right arm to herself, cause that's not creepy at all. Now, Coronzon and Hamman must head to the Royal Yacht Britannia to use the ship as a temple for the ceremony, so they get a train. But Accelerator is accelerating on the chase. Clues in the name, but for some reason, Magic God Neptis wants to battle, not to defend Coronzon and Hamman, but because she really likes fighting. Top Nep's magic is too much for Accelerator and Clipper Puzzle 545 to bear as they retreat. Another magic god who loves fighting for no reason, Nyang Nyang, also challenges Coronzon. Meanwhile, back to Touma's group as Alister is trying not to die from the stab wound in the previous volume. As yeah, Alister's not healing herself cause using magic injures her every time, just in case you were wondering. Crazy stuff is going on with Touma as some weird red fish eggs start emerging from where his right hand was. Turns out the seal keeping Touma's dragon, fish eggs, and invisible thing zoo in place has almost reached its breaking point, and if it gets released, it's gonna get even more insane. Alister tells Shokuho to use her magic,
and that's when this happened. Okay.
to trick Touma into thinking his right
that's what I was
arm
thinking.
Lair, preventing the eggs from reaching their
because like it's not
climax.
growing back or
Kitsubo
nothing, and
bumps
Shoko's
into a
already
mysterious
here.
woman known as Madame Horus, who's pretending to be the legendary magician Anna Sprengel, the woman who allegedly helped influence the formation of the Golden Dawn, the magic cabal Alister once belonged to. Fake Anna is going to help Taki escape from Anglican custody and won't be relevant again until the very end. Coronzon also sends her evil strands of hair angels after Heaven Chancellor Mina Mathers and Lilith Crowley in Egypt, as Coronzon hates Alister that much she's willing to murder his baby daughter. Yikes. Coronzon and Hamman hijack the ship to get things ready, with Clip and Accelerator still on their tail. And yeah, these two end up talking about the magic cake of light, which ain't a birthday cake, I can assure you. They enter the temple of the ship, which has a strong-ass barrier protecting it, as you would need enough power to destroy the world to get past it. Turns out it's not a problem though later on for plot reasons. While Coronzon is preparing to destroy the universe, Hamman doesn't care as long as Dion comes back. Wait, you do realize if the universe is gone, then both you and Dion will die, right? Guess he's just thinking short term. While Coronzon is evil, she is still wholesome enough to reward her loyal servants, as she instructs Hamazura how to save Dion. Since Dion could be classed as both a magical grimoire and a spiritual item, Hamazura would need to restore the grimoire part of her from the Earth's magical energy by sending Dion mana from her human body to stop her from turning into a mindless book with no personality. Sounds simple enough, eh?
Yeah,
that's index for you. Anyway, Mina and her squad arrive in Edinburgh, to which Alister realizes why her holy guardian angel decided to randomly revive her previously deceased daughter Lilith as a present. Despite Alister loathing like a doomer for over 70 years over her death in a piss tube. So why the hell now when Iwaz could have done it like way sooner? Turns out Iwaz was actually taking orders from the real Anna Sprengel to send Lilith's soul to a special phase or layer of reality covering the universe, giving her special properties such as purifying her original sin, and being from another world would allow her soul to counteract Coronzon's presence in our own world via mutual sacrifice. Yeah, so Lilith would have to die for them to stop Coronzon, and she was only brought back to life as Anna and Iwaz must really hate Alister. Since her daughter is the one person who Alister loves more than anything, she's having a bit of a breakdown, but Touma snaps her out of it by saying there has to be another way. Optimism. And the entire anti-Coronzon squad decide to support Alister in the final effort to save the world without any baby murder involved. Shokuho stupidly wanders off on her own and gets attacked by a hair angel, but her one-armed prince Touma attempts to save her despite having no powers. Shokuho flings his severed right arm and it attaches instantly like a magnet, allowing Touma to destroy the evil hair. His body sure is something. Just a normal high school boy you can find anywhere. Right, Komachi? Touma finally has his trusty power back, and now the final battle can commence as the anti-Coronzon forces storm the Royal Yacht Britannia, with Princess Romea and Clipper
There's some type of representation there with the animation.
Coronzon also ditches Hamazura so she can start the ceremony, and Hamman can revive his NTR waifu. Touma and Misamita also enter the ship, and so do Accelerator and Clip, who bump into Hamazura doing some yoga and prepare to rematch with the magic god Topnet, because she's also here, and she's bored again. Nyang Nyang is here as well, and proceeds to fight Alister while Mina and Lilith watch, I guess. After Nyang is defeated, Alister prepares his desperate final stand against Coronzon, while Takitsubo boards the ship and is reunited with Hamman. Instead of beating him up for revenge, she provides a magic crystal ball she took from Madame Horus, the fake Anna, which then allows them to bring Dion back to life. Yes, the Takitsubo really is a cook in this arc, huh? As Accelerator fights Neptis, he borrows the knowledge of Clip and the will of the Mystical Network to access a strange invisible power which tears Nep apart, leaving her unable to regenerate. But more on that very soon. Alister then attempts to fight Coronzon, but he's injured and completely outmatched. He tries to banish Coronzon to the Shadow Realm, the Abyss, where she came from, but she resists it.
Oh yeah, the Abyss. I was like, hold on, what was that again?
Ouch. Just as she was about to destroy Lilith and Mina, something bad happened to Coronzon. Accelerator had used the knowledge of both the will and Clip to apply an artificial third tree or magical concept to the world known as the Clonoff, which is the true nature of the Mystical Network of clones. Since Coronzon cannot be harmed by those on the trees of Sephiroth and Clipoff, powers from the Clonoff would be able to harm her, as Accelerator manifests Platinum Wings and channels power by shaking the galaxy into a physical strike, forcing Coronzon's soul out of her body. The demon then panics and in desperation attempts to activate her spell incomplete, with it still strong enough to blow away half the universe. But Dion says lol no and uses the energy of her other dead Golden Dawn friends to stop the magic power running through the earth. While Coronzon is much weaker in her exposed non-physical form, she is now confronted by Touma and tries to defeat him once more with the flaming sword, but now he's able to nullify it. So Coronzon takes control of Mistika's AAA weapon and uses it to sever Imagine Breaker and Touma's right arm instead.
But exactly, okay, that was to her benefit though,
how many times do we need to teach you the same lesson? One does not simply cut off Touma's right arm. This time the fish eggs are out and explode, destroying Coronzon's soul form and splitting the ship in two. Meanwhile, Alister gets a visit from Madame Horus, whose body is quickly taken over by the real Anna Sprengel, who then says goodbye to her, and Anna steals Iwaz away, leaving Alister to die, and then the two vanish into thin air. Accelerator also thinks about killing Alister due to all the messed up things she did to him, but Alister decides to pass the mantle, or smartphone, to her traumatized adoptive son, making Accelerator the new board chairman of Academy City. Alister dies, but not quite, as his soul, which should be male, transfers to the empty body of Coronzon, due to a contract they signed 100 years ago when Alister tried to summon the demon in the past. The conditions are met, and it now basically works in reverse. So Alister is a demon now, and goes away to plan his next move to defeat Anna. Touma is still missing in action, as his right arm is busting the biggest nuts ever seen.
Yo,
Anna takes interest in the spiky-haired boy, as New Testament 22 ends. Subscribe if you would like to see more in-depth light novel summaries, and check out the ones on screen right now for more videos.
Okay, well that is it for that one. Okay, so if anything, it's like he should be going back to a sort of male body, because that's what he is, but here we go, back to another female body to where he can do some female shenanigans. Like, yo. Now, I don't know if he'll do all that, but come on. Okay, so that is it. Yeah, I don't know how long, like, the light novel, like, these chapters are. You know, like, how many pages? 50 or something. I know it's nothing but, like, text, really. But, yeah, for him to sum it up, and, yeah, because I never even realized that. Yeah, I guess it's him and some other people, like with Fate too. Fate lore that literally summarizes stuff in 12 minutes or less, really. Like, you know, things that would take you hours. Well, not really hours to read, but you know what I mean? Like, sort of, especially the complicated stuff. You'd have to understand that, so you may have to reread through some things. Yeah, but for him to summarize all this up, and then, yeah, it's perfect with all the editing, right? At least getting some type of way of seeing what's going on here, you know. So, like, yeah, Touma and his fish eggs, right? You know, I'm like, okay, how would that really look? And yeah, good thing someone like already drew it, or you know, you may have fan animations or something. But yeah, okay, let me sort of see what you're like really talking about here, right? So it's good to have that. But yeah, this is it right here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back for the Platinum Wings. I already knew about the Clonoff. So yeah, actually, yeah, like I think like I said in the maybe New Testament 20 or something. Yeah, good thing that I already looked at Coronzon in the Abyss, because now I at least somewhat understand the tree, and I can at least, if I can't remember, like I only remember like what Sephiroth, like probably just names of the tree. But I definitely remember Clonoff. Because yeah, it has to do with Accelerator, and yeah, that explains like yeah why he's pretty much up there, you know, maybe top 10 or something in like this whole universe or whatever in general. Toaru as one of the strongest characters. And then plus his platinum wings too. Yeah, I was always like looking forward to like when that would get sort of explained. Okay, so yeah, that's some type of translation. And then what was the okay, here you go. And then that's the other. Oh, you already looked. Yeah, I already looked at that. Yeah, with a 545. What was she? Up there with a number 11 or something. But yeah, that should be it. Oh yeah, and yeah, once they were talking about like Touma's arm going away and not really coming back. Yeah, I was already thinking like, okay, I remember that. Yeah, Shokuho had to, yeah, make him think that it's there when yeah, it's really not. I'm like, here that comes full circle. So yeah, like I said, if I just look at these character lores or whatever, and then yeah, because especially Touma, now it like ties into this, you know, just individual characters, and then now I see it in the story full effect, and I'm like, okay, now I remember that, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, you can look at the whole story, right? You can look in that and understand everything, but I feel like, yeah, looking at those individual characters, it's like you already know so much and be like, okay, that's understandable for them not to have this much power or be as weak as they are, or maybe be like, okay, now it comes full circle to where someone used their ability and you know, you remember hearing that. But I'm not saying that's the case for everyone though. Yeah, just for me, like, I mean, I can look at the whole story like this. Yeah, most of these characters I would not know much about, like, you know, like certain things about them basically, right? Like before any of this going on. So like Coronzon, like yeah, I'd have to go back to see. Yes, sir, I do that. Like conversations that she may have had. Yeah, season 3 and stuff. Yeah, all of that. So yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like I know the character, but like not everything about them. But other than that, that should be about it. New Testament 22. Yeah, I guess we can't get on Hamazura, right? Yeah, he kind of had to do what he had to do, however which way he could. Yeah, you can tell he was pretty loyal, alright, to Coronzon, the things that he was doing. But yeah, I'm gonna just end it off here, and I think I got some other videos planned and some other requests I got to do, so I'll just get to that. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe again, and I'll just see you guys in the next one.